Good morning, everybody. It is October 29th and is the start of the first day on the road with the Facklers. We started the day on Deer Park, Washington, went through Republic, over Highway 20 Sherman Pass, which is the highest pass in the state of Washington, and then dropped down the Okanogan River Valley. Beautiful fall colors, and along the way, the big key was to make sure we went to Twisp and not to Omak. So we spent the night along with some mule deer at a Koa campground just outside of Winthrop. One thing along our trip is we're going to decide the best and the worst of issues. So for the shower today, we decided that this was going to be one of the best showers in all the country. It is at the Koa campground outside of Winthrop. So after a good shower, we decided to run into town and take in the sights. Winthrop is a restored Old West town east of the Cascades. So the first thing you have to do is go to the information center, talk to the couple of the local ladies, and they'll tell you all the fun things to do in town. One thing we realized is that we didn't have a journal to write in, so we figured somewhere in this beautiful town there had to be an old-fashioned bookstore, and sure enough there was, with a beautiful reading room overlooking the creek and some books about the firestorms in this area. So we picked up the journal and decided to meander down the streets and the old boardwalks and look at unique gifts. As you can see, it's not very crowded, it's not tourist season, it's the fall, but there's still fudge, taffy, corn stalks, and pumpkins for us to look at. And sure enough, around the corner was a brewery, just what we were looking for. And for the finer people, there's also a wine shed. As we left town, the mountains came into view with a fresh snow cap. As we went up the hillside, we went higher and higher into the North Cascades Scenic Highway. It rained on us, we had some snow showers, but mostly the weather was great and the road was open. They try to keep this road open until the middle of November, so we were in no big hurry. This is a picture of Washington Pass. This one also one of the highest passes in Washington is 5,477 feet. The pull-offs all had snow in them, so we had to keep on going. Once we cleared the pass and dropped on the west side of the mountains, the snow disappeared rapidly. The plan was to go to the Diablo Lake overlook, but before we got there, we had to look at Ross Lake. Ross Lake actually backs up all the way into Canada and generates power for Seattle Light. Along the way, there are many waterfalls over the highway, and the overlook of Diablo Lake is one of the very best in the country. At Diablo Lake is Colonial Creek Campground, but believe it or not, it was already closed for the season, so we just parked our rig and took for a short walk along the highway. We continue along the Skagit River, past Diablo Lake, several other waterfalls, and the biggest and best waterfall is George Creek. And that pretty well ended our day. Check out our other videos on YouTube and follow us on Facebook.